Cheers everyone, this is BrewMaster here, and welcome to the beginning of a long play series of Rome Total War. Now this is going to be a couple of long plays I'm going to start doing. I just really love the Total War series and Rome Total War, particularly Rome 2 Total War, Rome 2, whatever. And so these are just going to mostly be unedited. Now I'm already in the beginning of the very prologue campaign, so I'm just going to go ahead and fire that up here. And really, what I want to do with this
Congratulations are in order, Proprietor Sammnites, for I understand that the Senate have appointed you to lead the invasion of Samnium. An easy choice to make, if I may say. The Senate wished for you to return the settlement of Salernum to us. It was overrun by the Sammnites some years ago, and its capture would again give Rome control of Campania.
Okay, so this is in the prologue, which is set in the early ages of Roman history. Now, basically, let's see, so this is what I gotta do, is I've gotta capture Salernum. Now, I'm dealing with the Sammnites, which are another Italian group.
Send word to Rome that our attack will begin immediately.
Okay, so I've got to deal with the Sammnites here. And so you can see right over here, this is about the size of Rome right now. We are not really that far into it, 311 BC. And if you don't know much of Roman history, well, you're going to have fun here or not.
The treasury is just too stretched to support greater numbers. Word may have reached you of some minor concerns regarding Rome's finances, but do not let them distract you from your military duties.
Okay, so let's see. Here's my objectives. And so the basic thing is I gotta go after Salernum and eventually take over the Sammnite territories. Now, what I plan on doing with this is going through some of the campaigns and eventually going on to conquests and just, doing this continually and just explaining everything I'm planning on doing. So, let's go ahead and move into the region here. Nope, you can't move. Left click to select. So, I can move that far in. And then what? So, it looks like I'm going to be... If I move in here, I'm going to be stopped, it looks like, so... I'll have to move straight in and attack them. Now, luckily, I've got a large army filled with plenty of cavalry and starting warriors, which is the hastati, a couple of Italian swordsmen, and some slingers. So we're going to just go right in here and do battle. Try to take over, Salernum, try to take on the Sammnites here. So, now the reason I love this game is because I just love history and I love battles and I love wars. So that is why, especially when what I love in history is antiquity and Roman and Greek warfare and stuff like that. So this is going to be a really fun thing for me. So this is, like I said before, the unification of the Italian peninsula. The Gauls are in the north. We have the Sammnites, who are enemies. They took over, I don't remember which group it was in the previous round, because we were holding our city, and now we're kind of fighting back here. Now also, you'll notice that these troops that I'm going to have are quite different from the standard legionnaires that you're used to. Let's see, so we've got rain right now. Since we're attacking, we're probably going to want to wait and see if we can wait out the rain. Fog may actually reduce our visibility, which will be nice because we're invading, so let's go ahead and start the deployment here.
We gave battle, so we must show aggression. Defeat the enemy army or capture the settlement to claim victory.
Okay, so since we're going to be moving in here, we're going to need a good formation, I think. So no walls around the city, which is good, and this is going to be our point to try to capture, and we're going to have to make a good formation here too, I think. So starting with, we've got our levy slingers, which we're going to want to actually move to the back here.
I am ready.
Our general here. Equites will definitely be good, but I want this, I think, in a 3-rank formation. So let's see here. We've got all of our hastati, and the Italian swordsmen are weaker, so we don't really want to start with them, but they've got and they don't even have as strong a defense, so they're overall going to be cannon fodder. So
Orders
I'm going to use them
Jupiter gives us strength. Melee troops.
as a main central weak point here.
Melee infantry ready.
And I'm going to just stagger these out here.
Men of Italia.
Move up my levy slingers, keep the general in the back, and move these guys closer to the flank. This way we're going to have a tighter formation. But I think I will also actually move them up a bit here too. Okay, so this is going to be our formation. We've got a staggered 2-row formation here with our weakest point in the center, so that if we can get them to focus here, we can use what's going to be similar to the attack that Hannibal Barca used. He focused the weak points here, put the strongest at center, and so we try to get them to push in here. And let's kind of spread this out a little bit too. And so we can collapse around them if they try to push on the central point here. So this, I think, is going to be a great start. Let's go right into this. Let's see where exactly they are holding up.
Draw your weapons. Raise a clamor and let the townsfolk know that Salernum gains its freedom this day. Now advance!
Okay, so they're moving their levy slingers up front, and it looks like here's their cavalry, noble infantry, and these guys are probably going to be pretty strong, so let's see. It looks like they're going to want to try to funnel us in through here.
You do not have to order each unit individually, Commander. Group the army in a structured formation if it pleases you, or assign a portion of it to a subordinate.
What I'm going to do is... It looks like the best way to try to come in here is going to be through the road over here. They've got... So I can see over here that they've got some ships too. Now, I am not certain where exactly they moved. So we're going to go over here and take, I think, this way. And it looks like it'll kind of disrupt the formation a bit here.
Stay as you are.
So I'm going to kind of make them move like this. Let's move time forward quickly here. Try to keep a lookout for anything as we go along. So we can see one unit's coming up here. That's skirmishers. Armed with javelins. So, alright. Let's wait for a moment here. Let's kind of... Alright, they're moving forward, so we're going to slow down time. And I think we need to halt orders. Oh, no, we got them there. So we need to see how they're going to be moving about, because I think we need to take everything here.
Advance at speed.
Move them at a faster pace. These guys are over here. And they're moved around this way, so they're already preparing for me to try to come from this side, which is the easiest to access. Makes sense. Alright. So with that being said, and this is where we're coming in through. Okay, so
Happy to serve Rome. Equites! Proud Roman
take the left flank, move them over here.
riders and the double. At your service.
And we're gonna keep the formation tight at the moment. And let's see here.
Men of Italia! Advance at speed!
I am ready.
And I think also I'm gonna move. Let's see here. Alright. So now as we go through here, we're gonna need to see if they're going around this way. They're gonna try to get a way to go around me momentarily, I think. So what we need to do here is we need to start moving in this way. Alright, I'm going to do this in two flanks here, or two rows, ranks. Let's see, can I get it to stagger? Sorted single line, double line, formation, double... I don't think I can. So what we're going to do is we're going to move formation out over here. And these three, let's see. The 3 ranks of Hastati are going to then go back here. So we're going to try to rebuild our formations a little bit. And now we'll go over here. Okay, so as you can see, the thing is I love this whole sort of strategy to this, trying to figure out the best placement to make sure that we don't get flanked and don't get any sort of weakness into our formations that could be taken advantage of. And this is just really awesome to me. So once we get this going on here, let's see, I'm going to move, see if I could change them up to be in a loose formation too would be good. Let's see, how do we change the formations? Skirmish modes. Fire at will, highlight all, withdraw, no. So I don't know how to set them back into loose formation. They're already in decently loose formation though, so.
We await the enemy.
Okay, move everyone in. How are they over here? They're all ready for battle. That's good. Okay. But yeah, I love this kind of gameplay and this kind of strategy and working with it. And like I said, absolutely of all of history, antiquity is my favorite. So these kind of battles, especially in the early days of Roman history, I mean, we haven't even gotten into the Carthaginians yet, which involves Hannibal Barca. And Hannibal Barca is a badass, so I love this kind of battle warfare. We're going to want, let's see, let's move these up in formation here. So we're probably going to be wanting to get about here because we don't want them to. Okay, come on.
Sons of Mars, Hastati. At speed! At your service!
I think it's all 4 of them. Okay.
Quick march!
So
Ready and waiting.
I love this kind of warfare just because of the different kind of tactics you use. And I mean, especially once we get into legionary tactics, the tactics are just phenomenal, incredible what you do with it. So we're going to put these guys on this flanks right here. And these guys, I think we're going to want to have them on the right flanks all the way over here. And first thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to move up our skirmishers slightly
I am ready.
as we get ready to get into
At
battle.
the double.
So let's go for this.
We await your command. Obidiamos. Hastati. At your
And let's put the first ranks up here.
orders. Melee infantry.
Alright, hold on.
Sons of Mars. Melee infantry at your command. For Rome.
This is going to be our back ranks. Once the skirmish actually begins, I'm going to make them run forward.
Samnium shall fall. Quick march.
So now we're going to have that. Let's see.
By your command.
I'm going to get rid of him. I didn't even notice I had that there. Alright. So we should be getting ready to attack. In fact, I think they're already going for it. Alright, here we go. So the very front here is we have the spearmen. We have our horses ready here to take on the flanks.
Is at your command.
We're going to move them up a little bit here. Same with this.
Quickly now.
Alright, so our skirmishers are going at it and taking them on a little bit. Let's let them do a little bit of work here. I'm going to just kind of fast forward it while we've got opportunity. keep an eye on their formations. Alright, so now that we got this going on here, we should be getting good and ready. Let's move up a little bit tighter now.
Melee troops awaiting orders. Double time!
Alright. What are they gonna do? Trying to move forward. Okay. I think we should definitely move in next now. Alright, charging in. Let's go for this. Now we're gonna move these guys up behind them. Let's see what exactly they're gonna do. Okay, so it looks like they're moving. What is this gonna be? Their stronger ranks? They're moving their light infantry in. Okay. So let's use this while we've got a chance. Make the charge. We don't want the spearmen, because the spearmen are going to fuck up our equites. Go after the mob. The mobs are going to be the weakest and easiest to break. See? There we go. Got them breaking up already. Now let's take them over here in this direction, move these guys back over this way, and let's see what we get going on back there. We've still got a good crowd that we've got to go through, so we're going to want these guys. Like I said, these guys are going to take on the spearmen. That's going to be their focus. While they're taking on the spearmen, let's see if we can get on the mobs over here. Now we're gonna move these guys to the side here, and let's see. How are you guys doing?
Levy slingers.
Let's move them up a little bit closer.
We await the enemy. Sons of Mars.
Okay. And now they're definitely sweating over here.
Battle group awaiting orders.
Alright, so group these guys up, and now we're gonna go and charge in over at this side. Alright, where's group 2? Alright. Now we're gonna go ahead and withdraw them, so we don't want the cavalry to be too deep into battle. Especially because they're kind of suffering a bit. Alright, so we've got group 3 over here, and we need to move them out. Skirmishers shouldn't be spearmen, right? They're just... Okay, so we're going to move them back and then do another charge. Alright. So, it's definitely a bit of a rough battle here.
Levy slingers at speed.
Say your piece. In the name of Rome. Commander. Forward.
Alright, there we go. I don't want to take those guys on at all. Alright, I think we've got these guys over here, so now let's kind of pull back group 3 over here and move these guys over here. And then their Stoddy is going to be his entire group on its own. What do we have next? We have skirmishers over here. Make our skirmishers deal with them.
Samnium shall fall.
Okay, so let's see. They're still definitely well encamped over here. If I'm gonna have any chance of doing any good damage to them, I'm gonna have to... Okay. They're definitely a lot stronger than I thought they were gonna be. Because we don't... Let's see. Alright, they're close enough, I can definitely take them on. And I'm gonna move my group back over here, and I'm just gonna group them together.
Breaking battle group.
Alright, these guys should not take much. Alright. We need to break a few of these ones off. What do we have here? We have levy slingers again. Okay, cavalry should easily be able to deal with them. Just harass them a little bit.
We await your command.
Right, regroup.
Quick march!
Okay, now we're getting a final push going on for these guys here, so we're gonna need to hold the ranks, hold the ranks, hold the ranks. Okay, so now with them charging in here, we can take these guys on and then try to swing them around. Once we scare them off, we're gonna just charge right into their backs. Now. And that should break them pretty good. So they're being attacked from both sides. They're not going to be able to handle that. Okay, so I'm definitely hurting a bit, but see that I've got my groups over here. I'm going to have to move my general up closer. Where is your rally? Here we go. Okay, here's my rallying call. Alright, now we have, what, we have a couple of slingers. We can probably move these guys on the slingers next. And now I'm gonna go and charge in here. Yep, there we go.
Samnium shall fall. In the name of Rome.
Alright, now we may have a chance here to deal with all this stuff at once. Because we've got their ranks down, but they've still got a good strong groups of units that are left alive. Take them on. Okay, we're going to keep these guys off of the spearmen, focusing on the cavalry over here all at once.
What news? And
we want you to charge in on these guys. And let's inspire them. And we'll see how well it will go here.
Advance at speed.
So we don't want our general too deep into the battle.
Advance at speed.
Men of Italia!
Speed quickly.
Okay, so now let's see. We need our cavalry units over here dealing with their guys.
We await the
There's
enemy.
our study. Okay, so our study units need to be facing the spearmen. I can't even make out who's where. Okay. Right now my ranks are really suffering, so I don't know how well this is going to work out. Okay, so
speak.
So we don't want the general going after. Let's see, we got one rank that's over here. I've already used my rally call, so it's not going to work too well. Alright, what do we have back here that we can deal with? Mobs, levy slingers, mobs. Italian noble infantry. Okay, if we move the general up, he might be able to deal with the mobs.
Battle group disbanded.
Okay, so we've got some of our people withdrawing, which is going to make things a little bit more difficult here.
I am ready.
Let's take what we've got here and deal with this group. Yeah, this is looking like this is going to be a loss here. Because I don't really have a lot going on for me.
Pull back!
And they're still really strong. They've got their noble infantry. I'm going to have to probably withdraw. There's no way I'm going to win this. Concede defeat. Yes. Alright. So I'm going to go ahead and come back to this in another Let's Play. For now, clearly this wasn't the best strategy. It's like I had pretty good forces, but they definitely had some better stuff to work with, and it said that I couldn't really recruit anything, so I'm not exactly sure what the best way to approach this is. I'll go ahead and approach it another time here, but that's just one go through, and this is, like I said, this is going to be what it is. I'm not going to really edit anything out, so we're just going to kind of just keep going through and seeing what works. But there you have it. So thank you guys for joining me today here on Total War Rome 2. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a like, a comment, and subscribe. Whatever you feel like it. I like to hear from you, so go ahead and let me hear from you. If you have any advice for me, if you're a bit more accustomed to this, because I haven't played this in a while. I played Rome Total War 1 a long time ago, but I'm still kind of getting back into the swing of things. So if you have any advice on how to move my formations, you saw how I was doing it. I was trying to keep, moving in on them, but it seemed like I was pitting the wrong units against them in single hordes. So if you've got any advice, go ahead and leave a comment down in the comments below. I'd definitely like to hear from you about that. And also, what is your favorite period in time? What's your favorite civilization and their battles and everything? Let me know that too. Alright, so go ahead and raise your little cup of cold coffee in the air. Have another cup of coffee on me. Love and peace. Thanks. Are you drinking alcohol? That's my job. You took your time, donkey. Jungle rust set in, get it? Here. This fire on his fairy is going to work your magic. You guys just love the way he goes like, good work for getting all us back. We'll be ready to head back out. Our blades and Ironside is still out there in that jungle. Wait, so where's the... Oh, there she is. Cool. Hey, can you give me something?